When Jordan was sober, he was lovely. But yet his drug addiction made him a different person. And it was when his drug addiction was at his peak that I did fear for my life and I did fear for my children. It was tough. And yet, I always say the wolf was my Buddha because he taught, why did I choose him? Why did I stay in it? I was attracted to his money and power because I didn't own that within myself. And that was my issue. So there is hope. And there's a lot of information now that wasn't out for me when I was a young girl. And when we're young, we're dumb. We don't know anything. We think we do.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
When you found out they were going to be making the movie, what was your initial reaction? I mean, that must have been an experience like none other.
You are correct. It was bad enough to live the Greek tragedy in private. When he wrote the book, which he did, I mean, I read that book, and after 6 pages, I'm pretty dramatic. I own that. I threw it. I cried hysterically in my bed. And I was like, what? What are you doing? And then when it was going to be made into a movie, I was like, oh boy, okay, this is really happening. And it was hard.
So I can't imagine the total out-of-body experience that must have been for you. So two questions. Did you see the movie when it came out, and what'd you think?
Luckily for me, again, therapy has saved my life. I had processed all of my trauma ad nauseum with my therapist, and they didn't. And I met Margot, and she was absolutely lovely. And I gave her a really great tip. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So we went to dinner because she wanted to get my accent. Why anybody would want this accent, I have no idea, but she wanted to. And she said, Nadine, I feel really insecure. They want me to be naked in a scene, and I don't want to do that. And I said, that right there, that's what I felt my whole marriage. I didn't feel in control. I felt like I had to acquiesce to the men in power. Channel that girl. You'll do a great job.
Speaking of advice, what other advice do you have for other women who may be in a similar situation like you were in?
My advice to them is that I think when I was married to Jordan, I was so focused on him and what he was doing wrong. And that wasn't healthy. I needed to turn the mirror back on me. What was my part in this? What was my role in this? What did I need to develop within myself to grow? And I needed to develop confidence. I needed to be good at something so I could have confidence. I needed to rely on relationships that were healthy, because when you're going through something like this, you can't go through it alone. Get a therapist, get a coach, allow someone to help you heal. And also, I would just suggest take the mirror off of them and turn it back on you, and you will grow. And it wasn't easy, but I wouldn't change it because it really taught me a lot about myself. It propelled me into my new career. And I love to help people get to the other side. Because we all struggle, and relationships are our greatest teachers if we allow them to be.
Such an important point you make there. Dr. Nadine, it's been a true pleasure. Thanks for sharing your story and giving us such great advice.
And guess what? It even goes deeper. So I actually have something that I'm putting out called No More Trauma Bonding.
I like it.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because we all need to name it to tame it, and we all need to root out, and it is possible.
Sometimes you have to break the bond.
That's right. And you guys are so fun. I've been watching you a lot, and I love how fun and loose and silly you are on the show talking about serious topics. I'm very appreciative to both of you.
Oh, thank you for that.
Do a little yin and yang together. That's what we do. Nadine,
you do it well.
Great stuff.